Welcome to Daily Rising, Ignite Everyday Excellence. I'm Joan D'Amico, your mental performance mastery coach, here to bring you daily mindset and motivation strategies to fuel your success in every area of life. Get ready to ignite your excellence with today's show. I recently had the honor and opportunity to be a guest on my buddy Chris Worth's No Quit Living podcast. And as we're recording this podcast, he and I have a lot of similar thoughts, beliefs, ideas. We've studied a lot of the same people. We both very strongly believe in coaching and personal development. And we both very strongly believe that idea and that notion that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I've done podcasts on this. I've talked about this a lot. And one of the suggestions I make is one of the quickest, easiest ways to start to up-level your life in any area is surround yourself with better people. Intentionally get yourself around people that are being more successful in those particular areas. And if you think that that's kind of a corny thought and idea, like I used to just think that was a cool personal development, fun, flowery type way of saying things. But truly, when you look at the 5 people you spend the most time with, and if you dig deep and are really honest with yourself, you really probably are the average of those people. You probably have similar build. You probably make similar amounts of money. You're interested in a lot of the same kinds of things. So I challenge you to look at those people that you're spending the most time with. And if you want more, if you want to do more and become more, surround yourself with people that are doing more, becoming more, and level up that average. So as we're having this discussion, he hits me with a question that I should have been prepared for. I know he asks it. I've heard this question asked on podcasts so many times, and I wasn't prepared with an answer. And so I was completely stumped, but I want to ask you, if you had the opportunity to have dinner with anyone in the world, dead or alive, from any period of time, who would you want to have dinner with? And for me, I was completely stumped. It felt like it came out of left field, and it really shouldn't have. But of course, the answers that I came up with today are going to be different than the answers I would probably come up with in a month, and are different than the answers I may have come up with last month. Now, of course, I was put on the spot, and I was just trying to really quickly think about who I've been reading a lot of and who I'd want to ask questions of. And I did come up with, a sentimental pick, right? And I lumped them together because I couldn't pick just one, and I didn't want to use 4 of my 5 spots on my grandparents. But for me, one of those, that sentimental pick was I would love to sit down with my grandparents and share with them my new life, share with them all of the things that have gone on, the different things that I'm doing, the different people that matter to me, where I'm living. So much has changed since their passing, and I'd want to share it with them. And I think they'd be overall pretty proud. I think they'd question a lot of my decisions, but they loved me very much, and they instilled a lot of great qualities and principles in me. And so that would be exciting to me. But I want to ask you that question. Maybe you're going to have some sentimental people, but who would you have dinner with? If you could have dinner with any 5 people at any point in history, dead or alive, who would they be if you had to pick right now? Think on that. And then I would love to hear your answers. Connect with me on social media. Drop them in the opportunities that you have to comment in the various platforms that you're listening to this from. I want to know who you would have dinner with. Thank you for listening to another episode of Daily Rising. If you enjoyed today's show, drop a review and share it with your friends. Don't forget to check the show notes for a recap of today's message, along with valuable resources and opportunities to connect further and ignite your excellence.